Have you ever noticed that the loudest voices in the room aren't always the ones with the real answers? We live in a world that never stops talking. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to prove they're right. Noise surrounds us everywhere. But sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply stay silent. Today, I want to share a story with you. A story called The Owl's Silence. Deep inside a massive forest, far beyond the rivers and mountains, there lived a huge flock of birds. Every morning, the forest echoed with their songs, arguments, and endless chatter. The parrot talked loudly about everything. The crow believed he knew more than everyone else. The peacock loved attention. And the sparrows followed whatever noise sounded strongest. But among them, there was one owl. Quiet, calm, observant. Most birds barely noticed him. And honestly, some thought his silence meant weakness. One cold evening, a thick fog rolled into the forest. Slowly, silently, it swallowed the trees, the sky, and every familiar path. Within minutes, the flock became completely lost. Panic spread instantly. Birds flew in circles. Some shouted directions. Others blamed each other. "Fly east! No, west! You're taking us the wrong way!" The louder the fear became, the louder the birds screamed. Chaos filled the air. But in the middle of all that noise, the owl remained silent. He didn't argue. He didn't try to overpower anyone. Instead, he listened. While the others were busy shouting, the owl paid attention to the things nobody else noticed. He listened to the distant sound of flowing water. He noticed the direction of the wind through the trees. He watched the movement of the leaves. Tiny clues, quiet signals. The others thought he was doing nothing, but the owl was gathering information. You see, when life becomes foggy, most of us react exactly like those birds. We panic, we rush, we speak before we think. We become so loud that we can no longer hear wisdom trying to guide us. But silence creates space. Space to observe. Space to think clearly. Space to notice what others miss. After some time, the owl finally spread his wings. Without saying much, he began flying in one direction. At first, the flock hesitated, but eventually, they followed him. Through the thick fog, between dark trees, over hidden rocks and rivers, the owl guided them safely out of the forest. And as the fog slowly cleared, the birds realized something important. The one who spoke the least understood the most. Because wisdom does not always shout. Sometimes, wisdom whispers. Sometimes, wisdom listens. And often, the answers we search for in noise can only be found in silence. So the next time life feels confusing, the next time the world around you becomes loud and chaotic, remember the owl. You do not always need to react immediately. You do not always need to win every argument. And you do not always need to prove yourself with words. Sometimes, your greatest strength is your ability to pause, to listen, and to notice. Because clarity often comes to the quiet mind. So here's my challenge for you today. Find your own owl silence. Take a moment. Step away from the noise. Observe more carefully. Stop. Listen. Notice. And maybe you'll discover the path forward was there all along. Stay observant. Stay wise. And I'll see you in the next story. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.